All right, my peoples, welcome back to the Sunday night edition of the best damn airplane show you ever gonna see on Sunday night. My name is Greg. I do my best to play a pilot on the internet, and hopefully this episode will be much different than the one this morning, because that was a clusterfuck, and I don't really think it was my fault. I did edit the video, so I did cut out like the first 50 minutes of that video. But I had no control over the glitches from Microsoft. So we're going to do this Cirrus SR22 that comes with the premium edition of the simulator. Now, I did buy a plane today. However, I'm trying to get a refund because it is broken as hell. So the Cirrus SR22 is what we're going to do tonight. But the Cirrus Vision Jet and this plane here, let me show you in the marketplace here. Hang on. Let me make this bigger so y'all can see it. Okay. So the Cirrus Vision Jet and this plane, right? This plane looks cool as hell, right? I was like, man, I'm gonna get this plane, we're gonna fly it. So this company, Flight FX, it gets superb. I mean, anything over a 4, I think, is a really good rating for these simulators, right? They also make that Vision Jet. Well, the Vision Jet, the screens do not work. And they actually have a publication on their website trying to give you instructions if you use an Xbox on how to fix the screens being completely black. It doesn't work. My screens are still black. They'll start up, they'll be on for like a minute, then they'll shut off. And I've done everything they asked. I've turned off AI traffic. I started like in a remote region in the Southern Pacific Ocean. I decluttered the map. I did everything it asked me to do, and it cannot handle it. So I was like, well, before I buy this plane here, let me go ahead and check their website and see if it has the same issue. And sure enough, it has the same issue. I want a refund from this company, and I don't usually go for refunds, but it is not disclosed in anything here that says if you have an Xbox, you're fucked. And I'm mad. You know, it's not like this was $5. I mean, it was, you know, $20, $25, and you know, I mean, that's still a cheap price for these kind of planes. But I'm mad that they don't that it didn't have some sort of disclosure. So in lieu of that, we're gonna fly this here SR22, which is a great plane. This is actually based on a real flight that actually just landed. So I've been waiting to see what it did, because the runway that it's taking off from was runway 25. Well, currently that runway is not being used for departures, even though it took off from it. And they're landing on runway 9. This is an RNAV landing. And according to Navigraph and where it gets its info from, runway 9 is not being used either for landings right now. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to stick with the flight that took place, you know, because I do like to try to recreate flights. The easy way out would be just to switch the runways to what it's using now, because I can do an ILS landing on that runway, and we still might do it. You know, but I mean, if you can, you know, an ILS landing is not really that difficult in these planes. You just need to hit approach mode, and that's that. I think an RNAV would be a lot more difficult. So let's go ahead and I think this livery is okay. Let me see what this other livery looks like here. All right, so let's go ahead and make this big again. It's not bad with the flowers on it, I guess. I mean, I'm securing myself. I don't mind purple and... Okay, well, let's just stick with that, pink and purple. And all right, so this plane took off from Gainesville Regional, flew to Tallahassee International. That's what we're going to do, so let's go ahead and find ourselves that Aeroporto KGNV. all my fine aviation enthusiast friends, the Sunday night airplane show. That's right. All right, so let's zoomy. So it took off on this runway, but we can't use that. Well, we are going to use that runway tonight, so. All right, so let's see here. Let's go here. I guess we'll just park here. It's as good as any, right? And let's go ahead and get this plane. Now, I've flown this plane a few times in X-Plane, but I haven't tried it yet in this simulator here. So hopefully it's cool. Hopefully we don't have issues like we had this morning. That was embarrassing for me, and more for the more for Microsoft, because that shit was broken as hell for a while this morning. I couldn't believe the camera froze. I couldn't interact with anything. I mean, and then the screens wouldn't come on. Yeah. Well, now? Hey, look at my flashlight, bitch. Hey, look at my flashlight, bitch. Let's make these a little bright first. Yep. Yeah. And let's look around real quick, because I thought there were lights up top here, but I might be wrong. No. All right, no lights there. Audio, fuel boost. All right, maybe that's it for the lights. All right, let's I guess we'll follow the startup. I mean, the checklist. It's not hard to start this plane. You just turn on the batteries, the alternators. Whoa, let me change my batteries real quick. I use rechargeable batteries on. What the hell did I do with my batteries? Batteries. Oh, they're right here. Yeah, I use rechargeable batteries for the remote control, but all right. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and let me pause this chumpy. But no, what I was saying is, what the hell was I saying? I forget now. What happens when you get old, man? You start forgetting shit. All right, battery in, cover closed. And we're golden. Oh, all right, let's get the checklist up. We don't really need the checklist, but it's available, so let's use it. But no, what I was saying is, this plane's easy as hell to start. You just battery, alternator. I think you need to put the boost on for the fuel. Turn this key, put the avionics on. So let's see what it says. I haven't looked at this yet, so let's see if this is correct, because that's how you did it in X-Plane. All right, evaluation, please.
Parking brake. Set. Bat. Master switches. On. Strobe lights. On. Mixture. Rich. Power lever. Full forward. Fuel pump.
Oh.
Prime then boost. Power lever. Open a 1/4 inch. Ignition. Start. Power lever.
part of the reason I like doing this checklist the way I'm doing it is because look, it's showing the RPMs. I don't have to like guess, you know, or like put the camera in a weird position to try to see it while I'm doing this.
Adjust 1000 RPM. Oil pressure. Check. Alt master switches. On. Avionics master switch. On. Parking brake. Release.
Parking brake. Re-engage. All right, that's it for the checklist, I believe. Yep, that's it. Like I said, pretty simple. All right, let's go ahead and get this here fired up. All right, let's pause this. I think it still uses fuel when you pause it, but whatever. Are there any switches down here for lights? No. I know I already looked, but I'm just double checking. All right, so let's go to flight plan. Oops, flight plan. And let's, all right, origin is KGNV. Oh, I don't like that. And in X-Plane, you can use this this push pad here for this system here. That's bougie. All right, whatever. All right, maybe I need to be unpaused to do it. Can I not use these buttons? Oh, you can't even use those buttons. Wow, good job, Microsoft. Wow. All right, let's see if I can type this time now. Nope. All right, so it looks like we're doing the old twisties. All right, K, G. That's really upsetting that you can't use a huge feature of this plane. Oh, that's one thing X-Plane has over Microsoft with this particular plane, at least. That's about the only advantage I've seen with X-Plane, at least on the mobile front. I mean, I haven't tried X-Plane on a computer yet, so I don't know how that is for sure. But all right, KGNV, we got runway 25. All right, en route, and let's add our destination. And that's K, what is it? KTLH. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Man, these weekends, when you get older, man, these weekends go by so fast, man. It just feels like it was Friday night, man, and we're staring Monday down the throat right now. It's crazy. All right, runway is runway 9. I really want to do, now we'll do the RNAV landing. All right, runway 9. All right, en route, let's go down to here and let's put in CYT. CYT. YT. All right, CYT. What? What? Whoops. It's CTY. Okay, yeah. CTY looks a little better. We only have like 3 waypoints to put in, so. All right, CTY. All right, and then we got Scylla. I'll check Navigraph a few times while we're flying to see what runways they're using. You know, maybe we'll alter our flight plan while we're in the air. That's always fun to do. All right, Scylla, CILLA. All right, there's Scylla. And now we need to go back up to Scylla. Let's hit menu. Let's load an airway. We have, I think it's V295. Enter. And our exit is going to be Cody S. Right here, Cody S. Let's go down to load. All right, let's go to procedure. And we're going to select an approach. There's no arrival and there's no departure available for these airports. So, but we are going to do the RNAV runway 9. Right, hit enter. And we are doing MOGPE as the initial airfix. And the minimums are, let's see what it says here. All right, minimum is, for our particular plane, it looks like, let's do 414. Man, I was really hoping that Cirrus Vision would work out, because you could pull the Navigraph charts up right on the screen. I mean, like, there, it was so dope. Like, I can see why it gets really good marks. However, it doesn't work on Xbox, and that's really disappointing. I can't believe they don't have a disclosure. Well, I can believe they don't have a disclosure. I mean, you know. Actually, you know what? No, I'll take that back. I can't believe they don't have a disclosure. I mean, Microsoft should stop that kind of shit from happening. People, money is tough to come by nowadays with everything as expensive as it is. You know what I mean? And then you got this company like fucking with people like that. They don't tell people that the plane, you know what I'm saying? Like the plane, you can't use it if you got an Xbox. I mean, what kind of bullshit is that? All right, we need to be at 3,000 feet. Oh no, I want to do 8,000 feet. So I think that's what the OFP has. Yeah, that's what they flew actually in real life. So let's do 8,000 feet. Click clear. Let's click this. Let's click, I guess we'll do 8,000 feet here. All right, there we go, 8,000 feet, Cody, Scylla. And then we need to be at 3,000 feet. Mod-P. Ratco. Okay, all right, we're good. Let's go down to here. And let's put, all right, I don't think I can. All right, we're good. All right, that's set. All right. Come on, bitches. All right, let's clean up this map a little bit. All right, we can put on next rad traffic. And let's go back and let's declutter the map a little bit. All right, declutter. Enter. All right, and detail. That's good. All right, let's go back to menu again and let's map orientation is heading up. Topographical scale, let's change some of this. All right, select alter. Yeah, okay. All right, very good. All right, that's good. And all right, back. All right, let's see here. Auxiliary, altitude, restrict. This is my first time in the plane, so I want to make sure that everything is set up properly. All right, borrow, feet, UTC is good. All right, ground speed, track, hard surface, excuse me, pounds. All right, that's okay. Map. All right, let's see here, navigation map, weather map. All right, we're good. All right, let's get out of here. So let's set our altitude to 8,000 feet. Let's go ahead and zoom in so we can see the runway. All right, let's come over here. Let's choose CDI for FMS. Let's go over here and put our bearing in. So we have this pop up here. Wind, we'll do option 3. And let's see what the altimeter is. So it's 3025 tonight. And we got the right. Barrow is the outside knob, okay. So 3025. All right, very good. We are good. So let's put on, that's air. Okay, so that's good. That, and landing lights. And let's go ahead and let's make it darker inside here, man. Whoa, that is really cool, man. Look how it lights up, bro. That is cool as hell. All right, let's put, let's see here. Where's nav? All right, nav. Heading, level. Alternate course, heading. Yeah, what is the heading of this runway that we're taking off from? That'll be the last little bit I'm gonna change up here. So 245 is the heading. So let's plug in 245. All right, there we go. Let's release the parking brake. Oh, we got to put flaps down. Boy, it is dark as hell down here, man. Jesus Christ. Hopefully I can turn around. All right, parking brake is released. What's up, Sad? Is it Saeed or Sad? Well, what's good, my man? I'll just call you Kareem. What's good, Kareem? Whoa. Slow down, bitch. Man, we breaking all kinds of axles on this plane tonight. Pop that Yui. I don't think we're supposed to be on the grass. That's all right. We go off-roading for a minute. Here we go. There's no little lights on the strip. That kind of threw me off. Usually airports, they have those little green dots on the, you know, on the, I don't know what it's called, tarmac, whatever the hell this is called. You know, the aisle that we're going down right now. Is that another plane? I'll be damned. It is another plane. We actually had a plane go through us on the runway today. When I landed the Antonov today, is that a car or a plane? Oh, that's a car. Man, get out of my way. I don't need, get out of my way, car. When I was on the, when I landed the Antonov, we had a plane go right through us when we were on the runway. It was pretty cool. Man, I'm so disappointed about that Cirrus Vision Jet and that Honda Jet, man. I was looking so forward to trying a couple of different planes, you know, besides like Cessnas and jetliners, man. I was looking so forward to it. I put something on their Discord channel, and I just got a notice from Discord about something, so I'll have to check out what that is. Maybe somebody commented. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's happened to. I mean, they have a whole PDF dedicated to supposedly fixing that issue. All right, let's go wheels up, my mans. Let's actually increase this a little bit. One of the fixes said don't have your map over 5 miles in zoom. So like, you know, you're going to be flying a plane hundreds of miles an hour, you know, hundreds of knots, and you can't go farther than 5 miles out. That's absolutely nuts. All right, let's go flaps up. Let's reduce the throttle a little bit. All right, let's click autopilot. And let's go down here real quick and hit FLC, or I'm sorry, IAS. And let's put that down to 101, which I believe we do with this. Yep. And let's increase our speed again. There we go. We are golden. Boy, look how cool it lights up from outside the plane. Like you can see the whole orange. That is a really cool. I wish more planes had that. I think there's a mod you can get in the App Store, you know, in the marketplace, where it'll give you, you know, different colors for the interior. But man, that is cool as hell. That's definitely something that this plane has over, and Microsoft has over X-Plane, because X-Plane doesn't do that shit. They don't have that coloring on the inside. Yeah, I figured we'd do one of these little planes. We don't really ever do flights like this. I wish we did more, because I love... Well, I mean, I'm kind of in control of it, so I guess if I wanted to do more of them, I probably could. I just figure people want to really see the jetliners more often. You know, the 737s and the, you know, the Airbuses and citations and longitudes and that kind of stuff. But I mean, these planes are great. The Diamond Air 62, this one, the what's the other one? The one I like a lot, the PDM, I think. It's got like these exhaust pipes that kind of come out of the front, like near the propeller in the front. So I watched today the worst movie I've ever seen, and it was the new Transformers movie, The Rise of the Beasts. Now, I'm a huge Transformers fan from back in the day. I've been watching Transformers since the 80s, and the plot of this one was so stupid. Like, Unicron was a complete badass dude in the movie. That movie that came out where Megatron, where he turned Megatron into Galvatron, that movie was badass. He was ruthless. You know what I'm saying? This whole movie was about stopping Unicron from eating Earth. Unicron was in this movie for maybe, I'm going to be generous with this, maybe a minute and a half out of the whole movie. That was it. You saw him a little bit in the beginning, eat a planet for, I guess, for, you know, not perspective, but I forget. It's right on the tip of my tongue, the word I'm trying to use to describe it. But anyways, he was in there for just a few seconds in the beginning, eating a planet. He was in there for a few seconds in the middle of the movie talking to one of his henchmen. And then he was in the very end of the movie for like 30 seconds. And that was it. That was it for Unicron. All right. Guess we can turn the landing lights off. All right, we are good for a while. Let me check runways and see what runway is available. So it's still runway 36, which I'm kind of inclined to change to. It's not too late, because this one, runway 36, is being used for arrivals right now. That one's got a good ILS landing that we can do. So let's change that. Yeah, I probably should have checked my fuel before we left. Oh, we got plenty of fuel. All right, let me switch fuel tanks real quick. I want to make sure we stay balanced, and, you know, we're not balanced right now. All right, let's switch to runway 36. All right, let's go to select approach, ILS 36, CTY, enter. I believe the barometric is still the same. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll still leave it at 410. We can always update that. All right, let's go down here because we need to get rid of some waypoints. All right, let's go. All right, let's clear this out. All right, we're good. What we'll do is once we get to city, you know, CTY, then we'll activate our approach. Very good. All right. Yeah, that makes me feel better. So let me switch things up here on Navigraph so I can have the right thing here. All right, let's cancel. And let's get rid of the RNAV landing. All right, cancel, remove. Wait, this takes so long on my tablet. iPad runs so quick, it takes so long on my tablet. All right, runway 36. All right, let me get rid of these waypoints, CODS, and Scylla. All right, done. And let me go ahead now and enter in the approach. All right, ILS 36 and CTY is the transition. Come on, finish adding this bitch, come on. Come on, tablet, let's go, here we go. There we go, you did it, you added it. Good for you, yay. Yay, good for you. My tablet is now working. Yay! All right, let's see what the barometric is for this. All right, so ILS is still 200. All right, I guess we'll plug in 200 then. Alright, we got plenty of time still before we get to CTY. So let's go to procedure. Let's go here. Let's click enter, enter, enter. Scroll over and let's change this value to 200. Pretty universal barometric pressure option. Enter, yes. All right, very good. All right, we're still 13 miles out. You know, sometimes when you're flying at night, like, it's kind of a little bright. You can still see the airplane pretty well, but not now, man. This is black as hell, bro. I like flying at nighttime, but yeah, it's crazy how you can't even like it's almost so black you don't even see the lights. Probably gonna do one more flight later tonight. Probably like in the Airbus or maybe the CJ, the Cessna CJ4. Maybe. I'm thinking about that or Lies of P. I haven't played that game in a couple of weeks and I want to get back into it. I want to finish the game. That game is a lot of fun. But I've been having a good time doing the simulator. That's the thing, and my time is usually very limited with the amount of time I can do this kind of thing. I've had some time over the last, few days, but usually my time is very limited. All right, let's activate our approach. There we go. So before it was showing this, it wanted us to go to the airport, I believe, and then come back down and do this loop, and then hit the top of the descent. That's how it had it in here. So, haha, I can put all the everythings on this map that I want. Flight FK, no problems here. Not like in that Cirrus Vision jet. And it's a shame, man, that Cirrus G2 jet that they had, it was so cool looking, man. And some of the liveries they had, like they had this shuttle livery, which looked so dope. It was white with like this black trim around the edges, made it look just like a space shuttle. And then it had like this little red bit to it on like the edges of the wings, man. It looked so cool. Couldn't use it. Yeah, with that Transformers movie, I'd like to say I was disappointed with the movie, but I kind of knew what I was getting myself into with a Transformers movie. I mean, the plots usually aren't that good, but and they don't. Whoa! Gotta be careful putting my controller down. I almost took out the autopilot. But proceed. But the action's usually so good in those movies that, for me, that kind of offsets, the plot or the retconning of a character, and a lot of the cool characters over the years, they just don't even do anything with. The Dinobots, they could have done a lot more with them. They could have had the Dinobots form and make the really big Dinobot, like used to do in the cartoons, and same with Devastator. They had the Constructicons in, I think it was the second or third movie, for like a few seconds. Man, they could have had, or did they form? I think they did form in the Devastator, but you didn't see him, and Devastator got taken out like a bitch in that movie. I mean, what the hell? I don't want to say too much about a lot of what happened in this new movie, just because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet. But I mean, there's a couple scenes towards the end of the movie that I'm just scratching my head, and I'm like, there is no way, there's no way that has ever happened in any Transformers anything. There's one thing in particular that I have never seen at all ever in my life in any Transformers cartoon, show, video game, movie, and it happened in this movie, and I'm like, how the hell is that possible? Alright, well, we are maxed out with our flying speed, so it's got a little shopping center there. Or is that the hub for the airport? That's probably the hub for the airport. I should treat this like a bush trip where we just fly like 1,000 feet over the ground so we can see everything. I guess we can turn this orange down a little bit. Yeah, what is the outside temperature right now? Does it have it? I don't think it would be cold enough to need any kind of ice protection. Oh, outside air temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. Well, let's throw in some ice protection then. Haha, inoperative. We should have our top of descent coming up in the not too distant future. Yeah, 13 minutes. All right. Very good. All right, let's do... Oh yeah, we got to set up our landing. Completely forgot. All right, is one of these the cross? Here we go, heading and crosswind. That one I like. I mean, I like, I like the other one too, but all right, let's go back. Yeah, we got to set up our landing. I forgot about that. Let's set up our landing. All right, so we have 110.3 and an approach of 004. So, oh, I hate when it plugs it in automatically. I really doubt that this was defaulted for the exact frequency that we need. Man, I hate when it does that. All right, well, that's correct. Let's go ahead and click on heading. Let's switch this over to heading mode. Let's switch this to localizer 1. And now let's plug in our course of 004. I guess we could use this course knob here. All right, 004, very good. Now we can switch back to FMS and we can go back and click on nav. We are all set. I thought this particular system here, you can set up the bottom of the screen here for to give you, like, you know what I mean, like give you the next turns and the waypoints and all that. I thought that you could do that. Yeah, I don't see it on here. Oh well. I guess there is no way to do it. I guess this Garmin system doesn't do it. Oh well, it was a nice thought to see if it could do it. Wow, we are really in the black now. Jesus Christ. All right, let's switch back to the left side tank. That way we don't get imbalanced. Let's set our altitude for 5,000. I think that's the waypoint that we get 5,000. Okay. I'm curious if fast forwarding this at all would crash the sim like it does with the Bay 146. Maybe. Well, let's give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? I just did one click. I didn't want to go crazy. There's no way to, they don't show you how much you've fast forwarded on any kind of indicator. You just have to remember how many times you've clicked. And once we get within a mile or, about 10 miles of ADAX, we'll go ahead and put it back to regular speed. All right, let's go one more click and see what happens. I mean, we're just going in a straight line, so it's not like we're making turns and stuff like that, so we should be okay. Guess we should arm VNav at some point, right? That way it'll descend when it's supposed to. Let's check the barometric pressure. 3024. let's wait for the top of descent to get down to about 2 minutes, and then we'll put this down to regular speed. God, those dogs are so annoying, man. My neighbors are terrible to their dogs. They leave them outside like 24/7 all year round. And where we live in Maryland, I mean, it gets really cold here sometimes. Neither one of them dogs are built for wintertime outside. One's like a little wiener kind of dog with really short hair, and the other one's like a short hair golden retriever or a Labrador or some shit like that. Yeah, it's not like they're huskies or, you know, Malamutes or something that can really like handle, like that has 2 coats. You leave them outside in the summertime when it's like 100 degrees outside. It's just. So these dogs that right next door, they're always barking like 24/7, which sets up pretty much all the other dogs in the neighborhood that are outside. So it's like, it's just constant dogs barking all the time. All the time, dogs barking. All right, let's put this down to regular speed. So right bumper, down on the D-pad once, down on the D-pad twice. Jesus, what the hell is going on? That's crazy that we lost that much speed. What the hell is going on? Gotta put flaps down just so I don't fall out of the sky. Why are we losing speed? All right, now the flaps are up again. Hey man, there's always, you know, PMDG, you don't have those issues with increasing and decreasing the simulator speed, but doing something that Microsoft has built into this simulator almost made us fall out of the sky. Absolutely crazy. That kind of stuff is the reason why I don't really try that too often on regular flights, man, just because, you know, I don't want to, you know, it's tough. It's tough when you spend time researching the flight, then you set up the plane, and then you taxi and you take off and you get up and you're cruising and you got now an hour and a half sunk into this thing, and you do something that you can do because, you know, they built it for you to try it and do it, and then you do it and then you fall out of the sky. like man, like you don't even want to start over again at that point. You're like, man, fuck this. Wow. Good luck. Where's the plane? Where's the plane at? You tell me. Where did it go? I mean, that is kind of what it looks like when you're flying at nighttime, especially over the water. I flew to, I had to go to Germany I worked for Audi many years ago, and I went over there for an event, and I was flying, we flew from here to Heathrow, and then from Heathrow to Munich, Germany, but the flight to Heathrow was an overnight flight. And I'm telling you, man, when we got up over the water and we were at cruising altitude and you're like looking out the window and you see nothing. Like it's just, it's so black, like it just absorbs any light. You don't see anything. That's a pretty wild feeling. All right, we've begun our descent, it looks like. Yep. Let's put our altitude down to 1600. The big dial does thousands, the small dial does 100s. It's still 3024 for the barometric pressure. I think that's probably what would show up on here too. Let me see if it shows up on the VFR map here. Yep, 3024 is what shows up. Now see, this has 005 and we have 004. I wonder which one is correct. Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Now we can just leave it on the V path, so it'll bottom out at 5,000 feet right here, and then it'll begin its descent. Once it gets to 5,000 feet, then it'll recalculate for Bupia where we need to be at 1,600 feet. So it should do all that automatically. And then once we start making that turn towards the runway, we'll activate approach mode, and that's pretty much all she wrote. We don't really need to do much after that. Not really. It's a pretty easy landing. Well, thank you, King's Ace. I appreciate that. I do love making these videos, and you know, my son pretty much gave me his what's it called, the capture card. He's not using it, so now, you know, when I first started doing this, I was using, you know, on the Xbox, you can only go through Twitch really. I tried Streamlabs, but that didn't work, so I was going through Twitch and then screen capturing that with OBS and then putting that on YouTube, but such a pain in the ass. And I didn't like it. I didn't like not being able to control a lot of the audio and things like that. So I tried using my headphones as like a separate audio input, but it wasn't working too well. My laptop is not great, and it doesn't have the most current Bluetooth in it, and I can't upgrade the drivers for the Bluetooth, so I'm kind of shit out of luck with that. So I pretty much just use the microphone on my laptop. But thank you, I appreciate that. It's a nice comment. All right, let's see what VNav says for beginning of our next descent. I don't like that. I guess 11 miles we would get down to 1,600 feet within 11 miles, I would think. So if you go by that rule of thumb where you multiply things by 3, we're only going down 3,400 feet, right? So if we just take, let's just say we're going down 4,000 feet. So that's 4, 8, 12. That's about 12 miles, maybe like another 5 miles added for, you know, maybe wind or things like that. Yeah, so I guess that's okay. All right, let's switch fuel tanks again because it's starting to get a little bit of an imbalance there. So let's click on this, switch it to the right. And now we should kind of even out here pretty soon. Not really sure why they give us a lean assist and we can't do anything about the fuel. Oh, you know what we do? I forgot we do. We do have a mixture thing here. Never mind, I stand corrected. Yeah, this assist feature, if you're going above, you know, like, really if you're going 10,000 feet or higher, really, you really need to lean the mixture out, and this gives you a really good idea of where you should put the fuel mixture. Usually what I'll do is when I'm flying that high and I need to lean the fuel, and I don't know if this is how they do it in real life, but in the simulator it works out really well. I'm wondering, actually, let me see if leaning the fuel now does anything. Wondering if that'll speed us up at all. Because what I'll do is this, where like I'll level out and see how fast I'm going, and then reduce the mixture until I start speeding up. See, like right now, we're starting to pick up a little bit of speed. All right, so now we're starting to pick up a little speed. Let's actually see what this says here. Lean and assist. All right, usually it gives you a readout here, but it's not doing that tonight. Maybe it's just not modeled on this particular plane. On the Cessnas it does it, like the Skyhawk and all right, now we're starting to slow down, so let's move the mixture up a little bit. Still slowing down. Let's move the mixture up a little bit more. A little bit more. All right, now we're starting to pick up a little bit of speed. Well, we were until I adjusted it again. Let's see here. All right, there we go. That's a good mixture right there, because we're starting to pick up some speed now. And I mean, I guess that's how they do it in real life. I don't know. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Thank you. Spread the word, my brother. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, my kids are always laughing at me. They think I'm an idiot because of how I talk on here sometimes, but I don't give a fuck what they think of me, to be honest. I'm a grown-ass man. I shouldn't say I don't give a fuck. I mean, I do care what they think of me, but not when I'm making videos. I give two shits. We're not out in public. All right, I'd imagine we got to start. VNav's gonna have to kick back in here shortly. Let's see what it says. Because according to this chart, okay, well, according to the chart, it's okay, actually. It shows us at 5, I'm looking at the ILS chart from Jeppesen, and it is showing at 5,000 feet when we get the vans, so we should be okay. Oh, excuse me. There we go. That's a good. No, that was a good mixture. All right, that's a good mixture right there. There we go. All right, so we got 37 seconds until we start our descent. Probably put on our landing lights. I mean, we are, what, 18 miles out? Sure. Why not? I'm sure the simulator doesn't mind if we put on our landing lights right now. Boy, it's like a searchlight. Look at that thing. Huh. Searching for hose. Where they at? Alright, so let's finish making this turn. Well, look at that shit. It captured the localizer automatically. Whoa, I have never seen a plane do that before. I didn't even click approach mode. It did that shit automatically. That was pretty cool. Alright, we might as well click approach mode then. Dude, that was wild as hell. I've never seen an airplane do that before. We were in FMS mode here. CDI was FMS mode. And then it just captured the localizer and switched it automatically. I have never seen that before. I wish more planes had that feature. That was badass. I don't like how it put a different course in than we originally programmed. We'll leave 5 in there because that's what the VFR chart here shows, but all right, let's move our mixture all the way up. And let's slow down a bit. Just a touch. We should be capturing the glide scope here momentarily. Oh yeah, I got plenty of time to do another flight tonight. Gotta take all the trash out though first. Or at least get it together for my son to take out. Usually I got him taking all the trash out. But yeah, man, that was cool. I have never seen that before. That's exciting. Well, I take, you know what? I take back all the bad things I ever said about this airplane. You're cool with me, SR22. Yes, sir. Me and you, we gonna kick it again. That was cool. Maybe if you treat me good, maybe we'll watch that Transformers movie together tonight. Maybe we'll hang out and watch that. Me and you can Amazon Prime and chill. Then we can watch some of The Boys. One of the bestest shows ever. I should probably check the barometer again. Let's see what it says here. Yep, still 3024. One thing I wish worked, and I tried to get this to work earlier when I was flying to Antonov, is this weather feature here. Oh, well, it's working now. It wasn't working earlier. Well, how is it an achievement? Okay. Okay. All right, well, thank you. So I guess you could change the... maybe that's why. Yeah, that's why it wasn't working. Because I didn't have live weather and shit on. Hang on, let me get rid of this. All right, Kaleidoscope is captured. I don't really like those thermals on. I gotta turn that off. That's weird. Yeah, it didn't work. That's right. It's not work. It didn't work earlier when I was trying it on that Antonov flight. For some reason, it doesn't work. Oh, it's working now. Never mind. You know what? I'm gonna say it, and I usually say it once per flight. I have yet to say it, and if you see my videos lately, you know what I'm getting ready to say. I'm an idiot. Well, it wasn't working this morning when I did that Antonov flight. It's working now. I was trying to get the METAR to show up then. Just kept on saying no data available. Yeah, I forgot I turned off live weather and all that stuff when I was trying to get the Cirrus Vision Jet to work. You know, because the screens kept on turning off, so I was trying to deactivate everything I could that could take away, you know, a data source. All right, should we land this plane ourselves? Well, we are really coming in fast. Jesus Christ. I'm sitting here blabbing my mouth. I completely forgot to put flaps down, slow down. Thumb is starting to slip on the controller. We made it. Hello, Tallahassee. What up, my friends? We made it. Let's hit halftime and we'll come back and do another flight here shortly. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I might do that CJ4 citation. I might do the A310. I haven't flown that in a little bit. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to Sunday Night Flights. We're gonna take a quick pause here. Yeah, man. I'll see y'all soon.